Lightweight bout, Jamie Mullarkey coming in at minus 265 against John Makdessi, sitting at plus 215. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 200 for the over, plus 165 for the under. Makdessi, 38 years of age for him. Jamie Mullarkey coming in here as a pretty sizable favorite after getting knocked out his last time out against Muhammad Naimov, and he was like a minus 400 favorite in that one. I think he was like the biggest favorite on the card. Jamie Mullarkey was, and he got knocked out. So sizable favorite here going against the veteran John Makdessi. Jamie Mullarkey going to have a size advantage over him. You see the reach, 6-inch advantage for the reach, and a 4-inch advantage in the height. He's going to be fighting in his home country of Australia. So there's that for him. Looked pretty good his last time out in Australia against Francisco Prado. Got a decision win there. Looked calculated, looked pretty sharp everywhere the fight went, and got a pretty easy decision win. But we were both pissed that Prado didn't really let anything go. And then you look at him fight Naimov. Naimov let it go, and it worked out. So is John Makdessi going to let it go? What are you thinking in this one?
Yeah, you look at Mullarkey's last loss, of course, the big knockout that nobody really saw coming, and by a UFC newcomer. It kind of put a sour taste in everybody's mouth for Jamie Mullarkey. But, I mean, you look at the odds, he's still not really getting disrespected because of that performance. And against Makdessi, who hasn't really had a knockout since 2015. So we're going on 9 years here without a knockout. He's a decent striker, but I just think Jamie's more versatile. I think, he can mix in the takedowns, obviously. He will get a couple submissions here and there on the feet. It's not like he's a bad fighter. He's technical. He'll land his shots as well. I don't think he's going to go out there and flatline Makdessi or anything on the feet. I do think as this fight goes on, it's going to favor Jamie Mullarkey. I think he's going to mix in the takedowns and mix in the grappling and stuff. And, Makdessi, I've never been super high on him, but he's an older dude for any age really, but to fight at this level against Jamie Mullarkey in his home country, I just don't see a big recipe for an upset here. I do think Jamie's the better, well-rounded fighter, and he's going to show that on Saturday. I think Jamie gets the win.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a clear setup for Jamie to get a win.
Got to be.
At the same time, it's like John Makdessi, he's that veteran. He could pull something out of his bag of tricks. He does have a win against Jesus Pinedo, who's fighting for $1 million in PFL and took out two of the better guys in PFL. So there's something. But then he's got a win over Ignacio Bahamondes as well, who's 6'3". He gave up a lot of in the reach department there against Ignacio and was still able to overcome it. If he can get on the inside against Jamie Mullarkey, he can have some success. He has the ability to put up a lot of significant strikes. Against Nasrat, he still outstruck Nasrat, but it's just like the significance when he lands is just not the same as a lot of his opponents. Being 38 years old, you don't quite have that snap on your shots anymore. So, yeah, if it goes to a decision, I don't really like the chances that he gets the decision unless it's super clear, especially, being in Australia, fighting an Australian. So it's probably a Jamie Mullarkey win. But either way, like minus 250 on Mullarkey is just not really a great thing to do. Like, I remember we talked about it when he fought Naimov. We're like minus 400 on Mullarkey. Not even throwing that in a parlay. Like, just got parlay buster written all over it. So even here, it's like at this point, you got to prove it to me once again for Mullarkey to bet on you. I'm probably going to pass on Mullarkey throughout the week, but for the pick, I'll take him.